most respected our special guest of today's program, Mr. D. Obed Kumar, Chairman. While acknowledging his biography, I want to mention that as we are discussing with his parents this morning, he was the son of Mr. Lenzaba Yimchung, of Pongolmur village of Samadru district, and also the maternal grandson of Sri Bula, the first and foremost field assistant, Department of Agriculture, Government of Nagaland, who came and served in our village, that is Hugger village. I being the native of Hugger village, and reminds me of our early days, of his grandfather's work in the form of educating the terrace cultivations of different types of this cultivations and spices, this and that, which spread not only in Hugger village but across the globe, particularly in Chung area. And my second impression comes to his grandson, who is also the grandsons of Hugger village, writing such a commendable book that we are releasing today. So this is my second impression, gives to the family of Mr. Rencido Lims. And when we review and then retrospect the aspects of his early works, from his childhood days, particularly when he was 21 years, studying in St. Joseph College, Autonomous College, Chakama, he started writing his books and then published his first book, that is The Allegories of Life. And his second book, which published in 2003, that is The Killing Passions. All these books reflects the memory of and also the personal life of the writers. But to me, I understand that these write-ups, these books, these poems, these phrases, this person may be inflicted to each and every one of us gathering here, particularly the youngsters. And then the third book, which he published today, releasing today, the Ancestral Voices, in reference to the Yimchung Naga Tales and Stories. There is something very much commendable aspects to my understanding. As the reviewers have already, and the publisher have already given the narratives, I, on behalf of the Yimchung Literature Board, convey my heartiest congratulations to Mr. Rencido Lims, whose work inspired the thousands, whose works inspired the hundreds gathering today in this Dr. Sidhu Ho Altar College today. Taking this advantage, I would also like to mention the migration wave up in Chuma. Unlike many other tribes migrated here and there, the migration wave, particularly our tribe, which was migrated from Chumliinti, the present area of Sangdam and Pelsang district, and also the Sumis, Chegasang and Angami, who were also migrated, and Khezakina, as we all know. Likewise, Yimchung also migrated from two different waves. South migration wave is Kemitu, and Langa having to be the north wave. And these two powerful group of people, Yimchung people, they search one another and meet in a place just below the present Yimchung Army village, Y Army village, and they name it Yimchung. That means search and form together and live together. And that they again resettle and start redistributing inhabiting the lower and then upper part of Yimchung, which have already met the different voices, different dialects, and then different aspects, different identities, but they are all called Yimchung. We have particularly 7 dialect, home dialect speaking people. The first is Langayu, Jiyu, Dikiyu, Kolongriyu, Muyu, that is Longpuryu. Like this. We have 6 home spoken dialects. These all dialect spokens are spoken in their own kitchens and various in different villages and different areas, but we call it Yimchung in common. This is how the history, the story of the Yimchung tells, which have already incorporated and read those narratives also. One of the most famous story being transmitted from Yimchung oral to the present form. So likewise, the stories transmitted down from the ancestral and today's world, which makes a great difference. This credit goes to our brother Rechido, who has taken the trouble of writing such books and published in this manner today. As we get here today, I reminded the power of word and the stories that shape our culture and identity. It may be particulars with the Yimchung identity or the Nagas in general. Our author, Mr. Renchido, is the testament of transformative power, of passion and preservative. As we see many chasing conventional paths, but Mr. Renchido has taken the road less traveled. With 2 books to their credit, and now the third one, they are an inspiration of many. As a professor, they are shaping the young minds, and as an author, they are passionate and weaving tales that touches hearts of millions. To the students, particularly who are gathering here today, and also youth gathering here today, I want to say that take the page of Renchido book. Don't just follow the crowd, but follow the heart which you are intended to do and work. Write your own success story, and whether either big or small. Every step towards your passion is a victory. The passion which he narrated in his second book, The Killing Passions, emphasis about the life of the youths, to lead the life of the youths to become a commendable life. As a chairman of Incheon Literature Board, I am proud of Renshido's achievements, and this achievement is a huge feat of our community, and I urge him to continue the same contribution to literature. Your stories have the power to inspire, to educate, and to preserve our Incheon cultural heritage, which can be remembered even in days to come. Let me speak to Mr. Renshido, the author. Congratulations on this milestone. May your words continue to weave with magic and your tribe increase. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavor and get yourself another commendable success. Thank you very much, Comrade.